Are you spending enough time marketing your MSP business, or are you leaving leads and potential customers on the table? In this video, I'm going to share with you guys how much time you should be spending on marketing your MSP, especially at different sizes, because we all want more leads, because more leads equals more customers, which equals more business and more money in the bank at its core. My name is Harrison Barron from growth-generators.com. We help MSPs grow, whether it's sales training, marketing training, or even some business operations. Before I get into today's video, I do want to mention just two quick things. One, I cannot believe we have blown past the 900 member mark in the Discord. Honestly, it is the coolest thing in the world that there's 900 of you guys that have watched the YouTube channel and decided, hey, let's go hang out in the free Discord. And it is just continuously helping other MSPs out there. Truly, truly amazing. And I appreciate the heck out of you guys for that. And if you'd like to join, growth-generators.com/Discord. And I want to do something super special when we hit 1,000, because that is like truly an earth-shattering number. And number two is, if you have some time and you want to check out the podcast, it's called the MSP Heroes Podcast. I will leave a link down below to go check that out. I'm going to be putting some stuff up on the website as well for you to go check that out. But it's basically the videos and some secrets in there that are converted over into podcasts, or I should say the secrets in the podcast, where you could go listen, tune into it while you're working out in the car. Heck, whenever you want to hang out with me, I appreciate the heck out of that. So let's talk about why marketing matters, because truly it is super, super important. We all know that we need more money to grow our MSP, but we have to always work backwards. If we need more money, that means we need more clients and customers. But if we need more clients and customers, we need more leads to close, right? We need to have more discovery days, we need to send more proposals, and we ultimately need more leads. Truthfully, that's literally how it works. We have to work our way backwards to figure out where the problem is. But there's something that a lot of people don't really realize. Consistently marketing will help your MSP grow dramatically over time. Now, I wish, while my name is Harrison and people call me Harry, my last name is not Potter. I can't just wave a magic spell and give you guys all of the abilities to market your business and extra time in your day. But this video is going to share with you how to be wildly successful and how much time you have to spend, because some people are like, I don't have all that time to spend. I totally get it. While I do YouTube for a living in a weird way now, I don't have all that much time either. I'm making things for our membership. I'm helping people in the Discord. I have my own life outside of that. I have other clients and things of that nature. Currently, they'll all be going away very, very soon. And truly, I'm just trying to make as much content as I possibly can for the MSP Heroes community. And that takes a tremendous, tremendous amount of time, because I want to provide the best possible things. But there is a serious downside of this that I keep seeing over and over and over. Neglecting marketing. Unfortunately, you have to do some kind of marketing. Whether or not you like to, you have to go out there, you have to be meeting people, you have to be getting your brand, getting your message in front of as many people as possible. But how much time do you actually need to dedicate to marketing? Well, I've broken it down to some pretty good numbers from what I've seen work for a bunch of MSPs so far, and just speaking to them as they consistently grow. Now, small MSPs between 1 and about 10 employees, you could probably get away with about 5 to 7 hours of marketing per week. I know that sounds like a lot, but if you really think about it, 5 days a week, an hour per day. Now, if you are a solo startup and you can't dedicate a full hour a day for 5 days a week, the bare minimum I always tell people is give 30 minutes. And I'm going to go into what you can use those 30 minutes for, or those hours for, per week. Now, in a medium-sized MSP, let's say 10 employees to about 50 employees, things start to change. Now, if you're happy with the growth rate that you're at, I would recommend between 10 and about 20 hours of marketing per week. If you really think about it, that's 80 hours, and that can be broken up into any marketing activity that you deem necessary to help move the needle. But then what about the large MSPs, right? Because we can't forget about them. At a large MSP, 50 plus employees, you probably have somebody mostly full-time, if not full-time. Obviously, you're going to start out with that 20 hours and work your way up. You might also have a dedicated marketing team or an outsourced marketing company that is going to take a lot of these responsibilities and alleviate you from that responsibility for you. That's why it's really, really important. But it's important to also balance marketing with your other activities that could help move that. At some point or another, going out and meeting people, while yes, that is considered a marketing activity, that doesn't really fall in the marketing world anymore. Now you're getting more into the sales side of things. But it's also really important that we focus tremendously on quality and not quantity, right? I could make even more YouTube videos than I currently make, but my quality would plummet. It is important to find what you can do consistently over and over and over again. Focusing your efforts will always bring you better results than one of my previous videos that I've made is called ramming, and it's random acts of marketing, ramming all over the place, kind of doing everything not to its fullest extent, and just spending a little bit of time here and a little bit of time here and a little bit of time here, and you never quite get or finish the projects that you really wanted to finish and the things that will end up moving the needle. So if you're going to market your MSP, what does that actually look like, right? What can you invest the time that you have to go into this, right? The first is going to be leveraging social media. You could share tips, success stories, blog posts, videos that you make, podcasts, anything like that. Social media, that could be Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, whatever platform that you decide is important. But posting, you have to do it. You never know what's going to happen. You could have a massive launch of success from a post. And sometimes it's a post that you didn't think was going to do that good. Full transparency. There are times I make videos, somebody that makes 5 videos a week, where I'm like, I know that it's good, but I don't think it's that good. Or like, it's helpful, but maybe it's not going to do that good. And sometimes those videos just skyrocket. And they're some of my most successful videos. You never know what you're going to get out of posting things online because the internet is a crazy place. And just because you think it's not the best thing that you could have ever produced, you never know. Somebody else might find it tremendously, tremendously valuable as well. You also want to engage with online communities. I'm sure we probably all know about the MSP subreddit, but find other Reddit groups, find LinkedIn groups, find Facebook groups that are full of your target customer. If you're focusing locally, look for businesses locally. On Reddit, there's a whole subreddit for Charlotte, which I'm 20 minutes away from. Facebook has local groups, and LinkedIn usually has like a specialty type group that you could go find out and invest time and energy and interact with people in there, and maybe even sharing your posts in there as well. And if you want to take those a little bit further, add a little fuel to the fire, think about considering maybe some Google or Facebook ads just to help boost the performance, or even LinkedIn just to help step it up one more time. Now, that's a daily task, right? That shouldn't take you more than 15 or 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes per day. And if that's all the time you have, then that's a great start. But you might want to consider some of these other things to do over the course of a week, right? Adding and writing blog posts is super important. Once again, just like videos, you never know what's going to take off and what's not going to take off. I've written blog posts where I have put my heart and soul into them, and they flop, and they get no traffic for years. It is what it is. But I also have blog posts that I take the time, I put the effort in, and I write, and they do really, really good. Or hey, maybe it's not the craziest or sexiest topic out there, but it connects really well with the right customer or the right target customer. That's really important. So even though you might think, you know what, maybe not, I'd rather see you post it online and let it marinate and get feedback from it than not post anything at all. The second thing you could do is recording videos. Now, videos could be very different. I happen to be very good at videos. I've also made hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos, but I am very quick with a video. I can come up with an idea, write all my notes out, and record a video and hit publish, usually in about an hour and a half to 2 hours of time, which is a bit more than most people have. But if I was going for 1 or 2 videos per week, I would come up with the idea one day, I'd write up a basic script or an outline that I could follow. One day I would record, the next day I would edit, and the last day I would hit publish. So that way, over the course of an entire week, especially if you're not comfortable doing videos, you're still getting 1 video per week. 52 weeks in a year, that's 52 videos. That is 100x what your next competitor is probably going to post online. It is wildly, wildly important to just create something. And in there, you want to tie in some maybe reviews, testimonials, things that people like, all into those, because it helps boost your credibility, but also helps people trust you, right? Or you just provide amazing content and people know that if you're producing content on a regular basis and it really resonates with them, they begin to trust it quite a bit. Now, on a monthly basis, you do want to allocate some extra time if you can, right? I'm a big fan of a content calendar if you can make one. If you could put the time in to create a content calendar, which is just a calendar that has all of the dates across it and what you're going to post. Maybe like a Tech Tips Tuesday or Tech Tips Thursday, right? A Monday morning madness, right? With the cybersecurity tip, or, Friday fun day, a fun technology tip, trick, fact, whatever it is that you want to create. But you could put those out and it wouldn't be all that difficult. Blogs, videos, emails, social media posts are all great examples of this. You also want to spend a little bit of time on a monthly basis looking at your website traffic. Google Analytics, depending on what platform, you might even have analytics on the back end. Look at your search engine optimization, your SEO, and identify what's working, what's not working, what's taking off, and what's not taking off. And understand why it's important. Figure out where there's loopholes, or better yet, pockets of opportunity to succeed. And as you begin to do this, I can't stress it enough. Please, 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 if there's anything that you get from this video, but first, you have to hit the like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell. I appreciate it. Ask for testimonials and referrals. It is incredible to me how many people are like, I'm struggling with growing my MSP. When was the last time you asked for a testimonial or referral? I haven't yet. It's the lowest hanging fruit. You don't want to ask them every single week, but you could 100% ask them on a monthly or bi-monthly, every other month basis. It's not bothering them. It's not a bombardment. More than likely, you're going to be involved in their day-to-day, or at least their technology a good amount. You never know what's going to come from it. They might not have an idea right off the bat, and that's okay. Just keep asking. You don't be a pest, but keep asking, and you never know what you'll actually find out of that. But that's a great weekly and monthly and daily plan for you to start implementing right away. But how do you actually go about this? Well, I am a big fan of tools. Now, I didn't pull up anything on here. You know what? I'm going to pull it up. It's going to look like a second for you, but it's going to be like 5 minutes for me, but I think it's worth it for you. So some platforms that I really like to make your life easy and some tools. I'm going to share my screen here and we're going to dive in. But first is Hootsuite. It's probably the most well-known. It's a bit pricey, but it is a great product. There are some other ones to schedule your social media out, such as buffer.com. You also have hubspot.com, as well as, many people don't even know this, Go High Level actually offers a social media scheduler. It's also available in our membership, completely for free included, but you could go and get that to make your life easy and start to post on those platforms. We also have to do some basic SEO. As many of you guys know, I love Ubersuggest. There is a free version and a paid version. Ahrefs is probably the gold standard. I shouldn't say probably, is considered the gold standard for SEO tools. But you also don't want to forget about the free tools. You have Google Search Console, you have Google Analytics that are going to do wonders for giving you information. And we also have to create some content. Lately, I have been a huge fan of Canva. I've been using it more and more and more. As you can see here, we have my lovely bald head and some of the thumbnails and things that we're playing around with. And last but not least, I cannot tell you how many times people aren't using something as simple as ChatGPT to come up with great ideas, to plan out their ideas, to plan out different things, and help fill in the gaps that you might not be an expert for. I want you to succeed. I'm giving you the secret sauce. You can use AI. I cannot tell you how many people just completely ignore the opportunities. By the way, if you're interested in our membership, I will leave a link down below to MSP Heroes, which does include the ability to post on all of those social media platforms, as well as some other great things, CRM and many others. So what about outsourcing, right? I keep hearing about outsourcing. Well, I don't want to do it. I'd rather just have somebody else do it. There are some benefits and downfalls when it comes to outsourcing versus in-house marketing. Now, I am a big fan of do-it-yourself first. I know, depending on what size you are, now if you're a bigger MSP, that is going to be a very different conversation because you might have the ability to put that on somebody else or hire somebody specifically for it. But if you do decide that you want a marketing agency, you need to give them a buyer persona. If they don't ask you for a buyer persona or an ICP, an ideal customer profile of who you'd love to do business with, they are a horrible marketing agency. That means they do not know how to target the right people, leaving you in the dust. They are going to take all of your money and give you nothing in return. But if you do provide the ICP, your buyer persona, to them and say, I want this type of person over and over and over again, there's a high likelihood they could crush it for you, and then you completely avoid the pothole mistake that you could have been running into. But there are some differences. Outsourcing is going to cost a heck of a lot more in the beginning than doing it in-house. I'm a big fan of DIY for as long as you possibly can, figure out what's kind of working, and then pass it off to an outsourcing agency that can take the heavy lifting, and then you don't have to worry about hiring somebody in-house, just like other businesses hire us as MSPs to be their tech support. It's the exact same principle. But if you have if you know who you want to target and you have the finances to hire a marketing agency, it might not be the worst thing for you. But I hope you guys got some value out of that. This is what you could do on a day-to-day, week-to-week, and month-to-month basis to see success. And it's up to you to figure out what you like to do. I would love to tell you, hey, go make videos, but not everybody wants to get on camera. Picking this little thing up, making a little selfie, getting a little tripod can be nerve-wracking. Can you do a podcast? Can you do blogs? Can you post on social media? These are all things that if you don't like something else, you can find other opportunities to be successful. But starting early is always, always, always going to yield better results than down the road. The best time to start marketing was when you first started your business. And if that was a long time ago, and heck, if it was last week, it's probably last week. But the second best time to start marketing is right now. I promise you, you can do it. Come in 30 minutes early, stay 30 minutes late at the office. I love to say that 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. is sales time. From 6 p.m. to 8 a.m. is marketing time. You can do that when the sun goes down. I usually record my videos pretty late at night, but you can do all those things when you're kind of off the clock to help the business grow. Do something. I promise you, massive action will yield massive, massive results. I hope you guys found some value in this video. If you did, like button, subscribe button, notification bell. I love the heck out of all of you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then.